and welcome to Spaceriffic Reviews. I'm Kevin T. Rodriguez of themoviewizard.com, and this is Marco.
Hi.
And we're reviewing Paranormal Activity tonight. You described this one.
This is a movie that was shot for like $15,000, and it centers on a dude named Mika and his girlfriend Katie, who live together, and he buys an expensive-ass camera to film the supposed ghost that has been following her since she was 8. And then we see various parts of the filming. And that's essentially it. There really isn't much of a plot beyond that. There's some mumbo-jumbo thrown in about demons and crap, but
yeah,
don't want to give too much away in case you haven't seen it.
Right. The storyline's about as deep as the Blair Witch Project, with kids trying to find their own supernatural ghost. I think there's a big difference between the two. Blair Witch Project, I actually thought, struck some fear, was a little scary. This, I'm sorry folks, I don't think this was very scary. The reoccurring scary theme is that a door opens all the time. Ooh, the door opens, and there's some sounds. Now,
the audience was fun to see it. I'll give it that. These youngsters today, they make me feel old because they're all screaming with their emo hair, and I was like, oh my god, it's so scary! It's like, no, it's not. This isn't scary.
Actually, I don't think they were really scared. I don't think the audience I was with was really scared.
There were a lot of screaming.
Oh, they're screaming, but here's the thing. Movies like this started as a midnight movie exclusively, folks. Just for the record, before it went wide, it was only midnight showings.
That's funny.
I think it should have stayed that way because it was the midnight showings. People want to be scared. It doesn't matter if it's really scary, but they're going at midnight, they're seeing a ghost story, so they're going to be, hyped to get scared, and they'll probably react a little bit more vividly than they otherwise would have.
I was going to mention, because you brought up the Blair Witch Project. That was, for me, obviously the easiest thing to compare it to. It had a shoestring budget. I'd almost say that they flowed kind of similar, and they relied heavily on people talking into cameras. Personally, I hated Blair Witch Project with a vicious passion, and I thought this was at least funny, because this one was funny, and the Blair Witch Project I didn't think was entertaining.
Well, geez, a horror movie's funny?
Yeah, no, it was funny. I mean, it was. It was funny.
Are horror movies supposed to be funny?
It doesn't matter. They can be, certainly.
Well, it shouldn't be a strike against it if it...
Oh, I'm not saying it is. No, I didn't say it was a strike. I liked that. I liked the fact that it was funny, and I found that because it was more entertaining than Blair Witch Project, which didn't need to be funny, but it needed to do something. And this one, what I would say for this film is that it had the same problem as the Blair Witch Project, which is that everything is shot on cameras, and it's all cameras that supposedly were found, or they're doing it from this point of view of here's the camera and everybody talks into it. So they have to make really convoluted reasons that people are talking into cameras. The Blair Witch Project did it in a terrible way because I never bought that if you were that mad you'd buy it. You'd scream at a camera instead of break the damn thing. And that's the same thing for this. There's the girl's like going through emotional turmoil and her boyfriend's like this the whole time. And would you really just be like, yeah, oh, I'm sad, and talk into it? There were a lot of convoluted things to do that. And I felt that the stuff about demons was really half-assed.
You let things like the camera go, it's kind of like... You don't bring certain logical things up like that, but this movie is just not very scary. I mean, it's there mainly to make people jump. As far as most horror films go, it does a much better job at setting suspense and atmosphere, but it doesn't do it a whole lot better. I'm going to give it 2 stars, not a recommendation, though I have to say, it's not a success, but... I still feel a little proud of these filmmakers for what they were able to accomplish. They have nice success stories that when you see something like Couples Retreat, you tend to really hate it a lot more because with all the talent involved, it shouldn't be that awful.
Yeah, well, I would say the same thing. I didn't like the movie and I didn't find it scary, but I didn't hold it against them. I was glad that the people that made it were so successful.
Right.
So yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It was 2 stars. It wasn't terrible, it didn't scare me, which is the point of a scary movie.
Right, but given the choice between that and Saw 6, I mean, folks, go see Paranormal Activity if you have to choose one.